sites that have ever existed. Because my goodness, can it ever work for once?
Yeah, right. But don't listen, bro. Don't beat yourself down over one minor stupid issue with Discord. You listen. You can do this. That's why I say don't let it bother you, because if you let it bother you, you're just gonna get more upset. It's just gonna ruin your day. That's why I say.
Yeah. Hey man, we're live actually. I think
it's just gonna.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I'm gonna try. Yeah, we're live.
But anyway,
again, I think. Hold on. Are we? Wait. Start recording. Okay, come on. Let me see if it's working properly. Okay. Yeah, hey, if anyone's watching, I guess this might be like a I don't know, I might, this is like a redo of my stream because for some reason it just quit on me. So, yeah, if you guys are coming, we're going to continue breaking down the episode and talking about it. Let me see if it's working properly. Stream is good. Good. Hopefully it works. Alright, so share screen. Alright. Alright. Okay, yeah, we should be seeing Pamela. Okay, so, you know, Daryl's talking to her and lived in Alexandria, but is it weird that he is being left with Pamela like he's a right-hand man? When it's like Daryl literally is still a recruit? Like, I don't understand that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this conversation, but it's like I said, it's just weird that he doesn't have his armor, and that, you know, Mercer is not in the same room. It's just kind of weird that Pamela's talking to him. It's like, it's just weird, you know? We always joked around. I'm like, oh my goodness, you have someone like Pamela. She gets pedicure. She gets this. Daryl, we know the kind of guy Daryl is. Like, I can't picture these two in a room together. It feels weird to me. Like, I don't know what you guys think, but it just feels weird to me. I don't know. Hi guys.
Again?
I don't know. If this keeps happening, I'm gonna quit, honestly, because I don't know what to do. Were you guys able to hear what I said?
No.
Yeah, really.
We weren't able to.
Okay. I was just talking about how, okay, so Pamela and Daryl, I would have never pictured these two in a room together, and they are, and I'm just like, that is so weird. I don't know why, but it is. It's so weird. Daryl, like, because, you know, isn't Daryl still a recruit, technically, in the Commonwealth? You know, and...
Well, I mean, back in Season 5, we saw Daryl and Deanna together, so...
Yeah, but that was like an interview, you know what I mean? Pamela doesn't interview her people. I guess I'm just wondering, like, it's still just... I don't know, it's weird that Daryl doesn't have his armor, you know, and Pamela's in the same room with him, you know? Like, just these two together. It just... I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Honestly.
Hey, are you still live on YouTube?
Yeah, I've been live for like around 3-ish minutes. I don't know what is going on with my stream. I don't understand what's going on with that. Wait, what happened to my screen? I was sharing my screen with you guys. What happened?
I have no idea. I'm telling you, bro, it's stupid Discord.
What is going on? Can it stop doing that? I hate Discord, man. I never had this problem before. And now I just do. It's ridiculous. Okay, no data. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with my stream? Okay, so here we have Aaron and Lance and... Okay, what else? So Aaron is like, oh yeah, you know, Deanna was bitten, kind of thing.
Me personally, I wasn't a fan of that scene. I just felt it was a little weird how, you know, Pamela was looking at a photo of Deanna and mentioned her, but then she got up, looked at a random walker, and ran.
Well, I think it's because she knows Deanna is dead, and and Pamela already saw that, hey, Alexandra is a dump kind of thing, and not just that, but here we have a walker that got in, and I'm sorry, but I gotta. I have to knock our group on this. How did a walker get inside the walls? I'm sorry, but like this is unprofessional. I'm sorry. It's like okay, I'm there with Aaron, looking like kind of nervous and annoyed because I'm like, guys, are you serious? How did a walker get in? There should be Commonwealth soldiers. There should be tons of people. Where the heck is Scott? I mean. It's like, how did a walker get in? Seriously, there are kids here. There's Gracie. I know the other kids are at in other areas, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that yeah, our group literally, if they were trying to show how our group has a problem with Alexandra, they do, because I'm just thinking like, yes, this one walker did not kill anyone, but it could have, and I guess what I'm trying to say is that our group needs to take better precautions to keep this from happening, because I'm just saying it's a problem. They got to get a handle on this more, because all it takes is one walker to kill somebody, and then we have another Carl situation. It's just sort of thing. Anyways, here we have Ezekiel. He's getting his treatment. Kind of weird that there's a person in the room with him, another patient. That was kind of weird. So here we have Tommy, which is interesting. They're mentioning, he's gonna, get his surgery and all that. Here we have, let me skip that. Okay, so here we have, people nitpick this scene with the whole green screen thing. Because, is this weird, guys? You see a bunch of blue, you don't see any trees anywhere, really. And then here we see trees, at Oceanside. I don't know, it's glitching again. We can't hear. Oh my goodness. One second, guys. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. This is unacceptable.
Ryan, you there?
Hey, yeah, I am. I'm not sure what's going on, honestly. Is Discord glitching or is it YouTube? Can you guys, I guess, check for me? One of you.
I mean, it's not YouTube. I checked. I went on YouTube app and I clicked on your stream. I heard the audio in the background. The audio was fine, and plus it wasn't glitching on the YouTube app. So it has to be glitching from the Discord app, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Because there's no other explanation.
Maybe try doing it without that video thing. Maybe that will work.
Yeah, I'll try not sharing it with you guys and see if that works. But okay, so now we get Oceanside, and oh boy, here's another nitpick I have. What the heck is Rachel doing as the leader? This makes no sense whatsoever. It is a plot hole, and it is idiotic. I'm gonna say it.
Like they said, the Walker Dead, Oceanside just randomly pops up in this episode out of nowhere, and where the hell is Cindy?
I know, right?
Yeah, where is Luke? And I'm thinking, wait a minute, how did Rachel become the leader of, how did she become the leader of Oceanside? I'm guessing since Sydney is never stinking around. I'm guessing that's the reason. Because Sydney's never around. I mean, oh my goodness. Seriously, Sydney is the worst leader we have never seen. Yeah, I said never seen. Because she's never around. Like, oh my goodness.
Well, the thing is because they can't get the actress back.
That is... If that's the case, then that is on the actress's fault. She is not being loyal, and that's on AMC because.
No, first off, hold up. It's not the actress's fault because let's be honest here. Let's be 100% honest here. AMC, they don't care about the actors, and if AMC is not paying the actress enough money, or if AMC and Angela Kang is not doing anything with the character of Cindy, then I can understand as to why the character doesn't, or the actress doesn't want to come back. Because knowing AMC, they don't care. It's not about the actors. Well, with Heath, it's a different story, but that's not the point. With Cindy, it's not that the actress is not loyal. It's just AMC has a history of them not treating their actors good. AMC, and yes, Angela Kang too, has a history of not doing anything with characters like Cindy, for example, like with Luke, with Scott.
Yeah, I agree. I'm saying that, like, if that's the case, if the actress for Sydney doesn't want to come back, then that's on her. Like, I don't know the full story. With Corey Hawkins, yes, obviously he wasn't loyal, but for Sydney, we don't really know the full story.
Exactly my point.
But like I said, if the actress is just busy doing other stuff, she doesn't want to come back. She thinks, then I'm thinking like, well, to be fair, I feel like she's not being loyal. But if it's AMC not wanting to bring the character back, then I'm saying, okay, then it's 100% on AMC's fault.
But yeah, Oceanside randomly popping up in this episode after being gone for so long is definitely an issue.
Yeah, where were they? So here we see Oceanside is doing fine. They haven't been attacked. They're not starving. We don't see them with tons of other people from the other communities. We don't even see Luke. So you're seriously telling me that Oceanside did not help in any stretch or the imagination with the Whisper War or afterwards? Like, I'm sorry, but once again, I'm like, okay, couldn't we have had the Whispers wipe out Oceanside? That would have been nice, because they are the most boring community in the show, I feel like. The most, useless and not used. They are just a hindrance on the budget, and honestly, I'm just going to say it's screen time, too. They should not be taking up screen time. If we can only see them once a season, just get rid of them. It's not worth it.
Yeah, my honest opinion, not putting nobody off here, but my honest opinion, guys, let's be, those watching the stream, everyone listening to me, let's be 100% honest right here, right now. We're in season 11B of the Walking Dead TV show. And guess what? Other than Alden, there has been 0 major character depths this second half. And unfortunately, we need characters to go. Characters like Scott, Luke, Cindy, Rachel, Deanne from What's Left of the Kingdom, Maggie. Well, Maggie, no, because we all know she's going to be in the new spinoff. But characters like Father Gabriel, Magna, Lydia, because let's be honest here, with Lydia, and yes, I'm going to mention this. I'm going to say this straight up on stream. Lydia is not the new Eden. Lydia is Lydia. At the end of the day, Lydia is her own character, and at the end of the day, and the sad truth about this is Angela Kang isn't doing anything with her character. And Epic can back me up on this. He even said it. If they're not doing anything with characters like Luke, Lydia, Magna, Father G, if they're not doing anything with those characters, or if there's no story left for those specific characters on the show, all you have to do is kill them off. Like Teddy from Fear the Walking Dead season 6B said, when you have random ass people walking around. When they're not doing anything. You want to know what we do, Alicia? We get rid of them, and that's exactly what they should do. Get rid of them.
Yeah, I totally agree. If you don't have room for the characters, like the budget, the actor, just get rid of the characters. To help save on the budget, and it's perfectly fine because it's like, hello, this is called The Walking Dead, not The Walking Disappearance. Okay, if actors have to leave the show, or if characters have to disappear forever and we never see them again, kill off the character. Don't let them disappear because that breaks the immersion, that breaks the story. The fact that we don't see Luke, the fact that we don't see Sydney, it's just weird. It's a plot hole. It's so bad. It's unignorable. And Rachel is the leader of Oceanside. The fact that Pamela, she's the governor, and she's meeting the secondary in charge. That is insulting, okay? I'm just going to say it. If I was Pamela, I'd be like, so you are the leader? You've always been here? And then Rachel could be like, oh, no, Sydney is the leader. And then I would be like, okay, well, where is she? The show doesn't even address that. They don't even have the nerve to be like, where's Sydney? Because I heard she's not the leader of this community.
Well, I definitely agree with what Walker Dead said, but then again, the reason we're not seeing any major character deaths is because of Angela Kang.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I gotta be frank here, okay? What in the world is Rachel talking about? She's like, Alexandria has gone their own way before, but Maggie and Hilltop have always been there for us. And oh my goodness, I facepalmed myself so hard because I'm like, what are you talking about? When has Maggie and Hilltop ever been for Oceanside? When have they ever been there for Oceanside? Like, name one situation. Can you guys think of one situation where Hilltop did anything for Oceanside? Where Maggie did anything for them?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm back, guys. I had to do something real quick. What are you guys talking about?
I was just saying. Well, yeah, go ahead, Epic.
No, I was going to say Walker Dead. I believe the reason we haven't seen any major character death is because of Angela Kang.
Doesn't surprise me because I called this that she was gonna slip up as showrunner, and guess what? This is what's happening right now.
Yeah, she's killing too little characters. Gimple killed too many. She's killing too little.
Yeah, that's my problem with Angela Kang. She's being way too soft on killing people.
Yeah, that's...
Bro, guys, not to cut nobody off here, but this is a perfect example. In season 2B of my Walking Dead reboot series, that episode, Beside a Burning Fire, when I realized that characters like Jimmy and Donna, when I noticed that their times were up, you want to know what I did? Instead of keeping them around, you guys know what I did. Well, spoilers to those who didn't see the episode, but I got rid of them because, like I said before, and yes, I'm going to say it again, it's The Walking Dead. Characters need to die.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Angela Kang is like, we need to keep everyone around, and we can't kill anybody, and we need to, I'm not killing it, Angela Kang, yeah.
I mean, what do you think, Brian? Do you agree with what I just said?
Yeah, Angela Kang is not killing off any characters, maybe because of what Gimple did in the past, but still, I feel like she can definitely kill a few more than what she has been doing. Maybe a lot more, because we're getting so many characters in the Commonwealth now. And they're not killing off anyone from the original communities, and we're just like, Angela, there's too many characters. Characters are fighting over for screen time. Look at this. We're seeing characters once every 3 or 4 episodes. Like Maggie, we saw her in 9, and then 3 episodes later, we get to see her again in 12. Characters cannot even be in every episode or every 2 episodes anymore. They gotta, go missing for an episode or 2. That's how serious it is.
Yeah, this is why. And Brian, you would agree with me on this. That's why for season 3 of my Walking Dead reboot series, when I have all the characters I have, I choose which scene for those specific characters to be in, That way, that way it's not taking up screen time. That's why it's not taking up space. However, with the Walking Dead TV series, with season 11 and B, you have all these characters fighting for screen time, like you just said. But in my Walking Dead reboot series, that's not the case. That's the difference between my Walking Dead reboot series and the Walking Dead TV show right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Season 10 really proves that Angela Kang is just being too soft with killing characters. The fact that she skipped Gabriel's, water tower death, she skipped Andrew's comic death, and yeah.
Hey guys, can you guys answer me on this? What did Maggie and Hilltop ever do for Oceanside?
Nothing.
Well, I think the only time Maggie helped Oceanside was in season 9 when Maggie, helped Cindy and them, fulfill their revenge for with Iraq.
I mean, she let them kill Iraq, but I don't think she could have stopped them anyway. They were kind of outnumbered, and but here's the thing though, like, in a way, I guess, but that's kind of stretching it as far as they've always been there for us. You know what I mean? Like, that does not translate into Maggie letting them kill Iraq. To me, that does not say Maggie's always been there for us, because it's like, excuse me, knock knock. Maggie has been gone for 6 years.
And Walker Dead can definitely agree with me on this. That proves that the writing in this episode makes no sense.
It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. So we're skipping through.
And yes, I'm going to bring this up again, not to cut nobody off here, but Rachel in season 11, episode 12. So, and yes, I have to bring this up because I told Epic this earlier today. I have to bring this up. I'm sorry, I have to. So, Rachel in the episode, guess what she said? And this is what pissed me off.
Oh, yeah, Maggie is the leader.
She said, Maggie, leader of Hilltop. And I'm like, first off, she doesn't deserve to be the leader of Hilltop again after what she did. Like, I told Epic, and I'm going to say this again. When it comes down to characters like Jesus and Tara, like back when they were alive, let's be honest here. Let's be fair here. At least with those two characters, they were better. They were better leaders than Maggie. Because looking at it now, it's like Maggie's becoming a mixture of Negan and Gregory. Weirdly enough, that's who she's becoming. A mixture of both Gregory and Negan. Old Negan.
Yeah. Hey guys,
I'm sure you'll agree with what I'm going to say. Me personally, I really don't. It's not going to make any. This episode makes no sense. We all know that. But what's not going to make sense is the fact that throughout this episode, Maggie was all about Hilltop and for being leader again. But then at the end of the day, she's just going to get up, abandon Hilltop, and just go to New York with Negan.
Exactly. When I watched this episode, I knew that Maggie is getting a spinoff, that she is very likely going to abandon her child for the man who murdered his father. Like, nothing can justify the spinoff, in my opinion, unless they give a really good explanation, which I can't see right now. And not just that, but they had a stunt double for Maggie in this episode when she was killing the walkers. And you can clearly see, if you're watching in my stream on YouTube, you can clearly see the stunt double, and that is not Maggie. Like, I'm sorry, but that looks like a man. Like, if you guys go on YouTube, okay, maybe I can share my screen for a second. But, okay, hold on. So, share my screen. I'm going to share my screen really quick. This does not look like Maggie. This looks like a man. Like, who is this?
Oh God. You serious? What a joke.
Yeah. Dang it, how do I stop the? Hold on. How do I close? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That did not look like Maggie to me.
Like this episode doesn't really, this episode is pointless. Like Isle of the Dead, it makes this episode pointless because, like I said, throughout this episode, Maggie's all about Hilltop and stuff, but at the end of the day, she's just gonna abandon Hilltop again and go to New York.
Yeah, I don't care about Maggie rebuilding Hilltop for a couple reasons. One, everyone who lived in the Hilltop before, the 200 people when they first got to Hilltop, they're all dead pretty much, except for maybe Birdie and Marco. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Indiana from
Kingdom.
what's left of the Kingdom at this point. Those three, maybe the other two wardens I mentioned before.
The wardens,
those 5 people.
The wardens.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, what is this?
Oh my goodness. The fact that the wardens, she still has some, and yet they're not going to be given names or a line. And Maggie's like they're pretending like in episode 12 and 13, they're pretending like Elijah is the last warden. They seriously are implying that in the show, and yet she has 2 more, and Maggie's just gonna ignore them. It's like it's so funny. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we have. Oh yeah, I like the part where Lance was like he was talking to Aaron, and he was like, it's like if Maggie says no, and Oceanside says no, Alexandria is cut off. And then Aaron is like, well, we'll make it work. And then he's just like, yeah, because it was going so well, And I'm just like, oh, man, like, to be fair, I feel like that was a decent roast from Lance. Like, he is a villain. He's not, obviously, we're not supposed to love him as a character in a way. Or, you know what I mean? Obviously, we love Aaron more. But in terms of a villain, like, I really am enjoying Lance. And he is right. Like, this is one thing that I like about Lance. Like I said last week, he's not wrong, technically. Everything he's technically said is true. He mentioned how the group has been given so much from the Commonwealth, how they cannot protect themselves. I'm gonna say it again. Our group, they never would have recovered if it wasn't for the Commonwealth. They never would have. Like, yeah, Maggie and them brought some food from the Meridian, but they never would have survived without, the Commonwealth's help. And the characters just act like, oh, we never needed you to begin with. And that kind of annoys me. Is the Commonwealth shady? Yes, it is. I don't trust Pamela and I don't trust Lance. But the characters cannot acknowledge that they failed their communities. They failed keeping their people alive. And now they have this big break. And they kind of are just thinking like, well, we don't want their help because that will mean we failed. It's like, but you did fail. I'm sorry. It's the truth. The characters failed their communities.
And again, that's another thing I don't like about Maggie in this episode is the fact that, near the end of the episode, she was like, Hilltop's going to have to pass on your offer.
Yeah, Maggie did not get her people's opinion. No, actually, she did. She just completely ignored it. Everyone is just like, Maggie, this is a chance. And I mentioned this before. Even Aaron and Daryl advised Maggie to take this deal. They advise her in this episode. 2 of the most trusted men she knows in her life. And what does she do? She ignores them. Why? I don't know. It's just...
Well, to be fair, and yes, I did mention this to Epic earlier today. To be fair, Maggie, I hate to say this, but Maggie does not care about her people. Because if she cared about her people... And yeah, she would have took their opinions. She would have did that. A true leader would do that. Because I'm telling you right now, and yes, I did mention this to Epic, and I'm bringing this up again. Let's be honest here. With Tara, she was like that, where she was taking other people's honest opinions and votes, and she was like, okay, what can we do? We have all these options right in front of us. What do you guys think we should do? Tara was like that, and that's why, in my opinion, Tara was a better leader of Hilltop than Maggie, because with Tara, she was like that. With Maggie, she's not like that. So it's like you could sort of see the difference. And get this. So there was this scene. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it isn't all this big of a scene, and I'm sure Epic can say mention what I'm about to say. But the scene I'm about to talk about is Deanna from the Kingdom. She straight up tells Maggie, "We're going with the Commonwealth," and then Maggie, the bitch, the jerk off that she is, she fake cries, and I'm like, bro, first of all, even if you are crying, it's still on you though, because you're the one that didn't you did not go with your gut, you did not go with what your people wanted. And because of that, they're gonna leave you, because now they're realizing that you're not really a good leader after all. And that's on Maggie.
Like I said this to Walker Dead earlier, Brian, but the Commonwealth is way more safer than Hilltop.
Oh, it is.
Okay, Commonwealth has walls, it has food, shelter, water, blankets, showers, whereas Hilltop is just...
Yeah, there's nothing in Hilltop. Like, I get it, it's Glenn's gravesite, but I've mentioned this before. Maggie, I think Glenn...
am I not wrong?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you guys are talking to me at the same time, so...
Do you agree with what I said about Commonwealth being way better than Hilltop?
Yeah, I agree. It is. It's way better because Hilltop failed. It could not have been protected. It failed. First off, Hilltop's defense is terrible. Can it grow food? Yes, it's like that. But Hilltop's defense is terrible. It's not a good community for defense. It's terrible. Not to mention it's really small. In size. Like, it's a really small community. But as far as Walker Dead, what you said, I think the issue with that, Walker Dead, is Maggie was being stubborn, but also she didn't trust Lance. So in a way, she went with her gut. But in a way, her gut is a hindrance because she's been wrong before. That's the thing we got to establish. When you trust your gut, sometimes you can be wrong. And Maggie's people... Maggie's people were telling her what they wanted to do. Remember in season 5 when the characters... Remember Rick wanted to trust his gut. Even if Rick was wrong, at least one... No, Rick has been wrong a couple times with his gut. Rick didn't want to go to Alexandria. He thought it was too risky. And what did the characters say? They told Rick, we want to do this. And then eventually Rick gave in. And look what happened. It worked. Were there some problems? Yes. But if they did not make it to Alexandria, they would have died. That's the thing. They confirmed that. The writers confirmed that if Rick literally went with his gut, all the characters would have died. So that just shows you that sometimes following your gut is not the right decision. Sometimes listening to your people is.
Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say. Well, what I've been trying to say, because Maggie did not listen to her people, because she wasn't a good leader when she was supposed to be. Guess what? Marco and Deanna from the Kingdom, they're going to the Commonwealth because they feel like Maggie did not listen to them.
Yeah, but Marco didn't go. Diane and some other guys did. Not sure who those other guys were because I've never seen them before in my life. But yeah.
I mean, in a way, I can understand why Maggie...
That's ever really happened in The Walking Dead. Okay, so anyways, so going through the episode, we have Ezekiel. He finds out Carol cheated the system. She called in the favor with the whole Ezekiel cancer thing. His treatment. And he's not too happy about that and kind of thing. Okay, so here we get Maggie and Georgie... not Georgie. I said Georgie. See, this is exactly why they never should have done Georgie as a character. Because, my goodness, seriously, she was a Pamela clone. But anyways, Maggie's like, I teach... Oh my goodness, she's like, I lead how I was taught by Deanna and Georgie. And I'm like, ooh, what? No Rick mentioned Maggie? Ugh. That stings. That stings. The fact that Maggie's just like, yeah, those two women inspired me the most in leading. Not Rick. Ooh, that stings. That stings. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I hate Discord. I hate Discord so much. Did you guys? I disconnected again. I hate this.
Are you serious? That's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not even sharing the episode with you guys, but okay. So yeah, I skipped the Ezekiel thing with Carol. Okay, so yeah, so Maggie's talking with Pamela. I said Georgie by accident, and Maggie's like, I lead how I was taught by Deanna and Georgie, and I'm like, not Rick. Okay, Maggie. Okay. All right then.
Wow, what a selfish cheating at that. I'm sorry, not to sound negative here, not to sound rude. I'm sorry, what a negative cheating at that. Unbelievable. This is what frustrates me about the show and AMC. What the fuck? You announced a spinoff.
Have the characters forgotten about Rick?
In the show.
No, I mean, have the characters completely forgotten about Rick? Does Rick not matter to them? Not even his memory. Like, Aaron, no one even talked to Pamela about how Rick was the leader of Alexandria. No one talked to her about that. No, Maggie doesn't even mention, she doesn't even list Rick when she says the women who inspired me or the leaders who inspired me. She doesn't even mention him. And I'm just like, is AMC afraid to say Rick's name? Are they afraid to say his name?
Well, I don't think they're afraid to. I just think they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care because guess what? I'm not to put nobody off, but guess what? If they cared, we would have gotten mentions of Enid, Tara, Jesus, Rick, characters like that. I'm like, okay, you mentioned Henry, and this is a perfect example. You mentioned Henry in The Walking Dead season 11A, but yet why couldn't you mention Enid? Why couldn't you mention Rick? Why? This game is stupid at this point. I don't even know what AMC is doing. This is getting stupid.
And not only that, Maggie, she didn't even mention Michonne either.
Oh yeah. So to be fair, I will agree with Maggie on this. Since I'm not going to hate on Maggie constantly, I will say this. She said that I want to inspire people by what I do and what I'm doing, not what I have and that they don't. To be fair, I do agree with that. I do think that Pamela system is backwards with the whole, I want to inspire people with my wealth. It's like, no, that just makes them jealous, I do agree with Maggie on that. You should inspire people.
Maggie, either way, I still don't care because Maggie doesn't. I'm like, first off, she abandoned her people. She didn't even, and when she did come back, I still not let.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Everybody?